have news from Jeddah?
An Imperial pilot. He's telling people they're making a weapon. The Kyber crystals, that's what they're for. Look, I have to go.
What kind of weapon?
A planet killer! That's what he called it.
Planet killer.
Cleveleys, a town on the Fylde coast of Lancashire, England, about 4 miles north of Blackpool and 2 miles south of Fleetwood. The Fylde is a coastal plain in western Lancashire, England. It is roughly a 13-mile-long square-shaped peninsula. Recently, I've been researching various areas in the UK as the ANDOR series coming to Disney Plus has been showing a lot of activity throughout the UK. During my research, I stumbled upon a YouTube channel called Visit Fylde Coast. The channel is run by a very nice lady, Jane, with some help from her husband. She covers local events and attractions in the Cleveleys area. So I watched some of her videos and subscribed to her channel and thought I would check in from time to time as I really liked what I saw in the Cleveleys area. About a week later, a video popped up from her channel mentioning Star Wars. Naturally, I went to take a look. By sheer luck, I had found Jane's channel, Visit Fylde Coast, and Disney Lucasfilm began preparing a set for the ANDOR Disney Plus series. At first I figured it would be a very closed and controlled set, and I could possibly catch a few leaks from the show. It turns out the set was in a very public area, and several YouTube creators from all over started to visit and were capturing various shots of the show beginning production. All of a sudden, daily, all these videos began to pop up. Several creators were capturing all kinds of glimpses of the show. What had begun as curiosity and possibly a few leaks from local residents quickly became an idea to create a documentary about the setup and filming of the ANDOR series in Cleveleys. I quickly reached out to all of these various creators, and they have all been very gracious to allow me to use a lot of their media for this documentary. The following is 12 days of video, drone footage, and images from all of these very gracious creators. The bulk of the footage in this documentary is by Jane of Visit Fylde Coast, with many contributions from the following: Yaud Photography, Scruffy Diamond, Kevlar UAV, Beyond the Edge, Frank Talking Blackpool, Anglo-Detecting Unearthing Our Past, Nigel Yong-Ching, Mia Patmore, Chris Brown, endresz, IN Seaside Beach House, and Drew Collier. I want to again thank all of the contributors to this project and encourage you to check out their channels. Leave them a like, subscribe, give them a view. The links to all of their channels are in the description of this documentary, and I hope that you will support them as they are all very talented and have been very kind to share their personal footage from the set with Not My Star Wars. Because of all of their kindness, I'm able to share with you a very special behind-the-scenes look at the setup and filming of the ANDOR Disney Plus series set in Cleveleys, Lancashire, England.
So here we are back round the front of the prom, and it's an absolutely glorious Monday the 26th of April. So if you've been on Cleveleys seafront, you might have noticed that there are some road closure notices which have appeared. You can see the yellow one there, which we're just going to approach now. The road will be closed from the 1st of May for 8 days. So the first we knew about it was this time last week. It was last Monday, and one of our friends and neighbours showed us the letter that had been delivered from the production company, well, the agent working for the production company, explaining that filming work was going to take place on Cleveleys Promenade during May, and that there would be road closures in place, etc. You know, we're used to seeing big monumental things happening in Blackpool, but not in sleepy Cleveleys. 3 plans have been distributed to residents, and Jubilee Gardens car park, which is what we're pointing at now, just at the side of the venue, is going to be closed from today until the 11th of May. So that long stay car park is out of action. And then from the 30th of April to the 11th of May, this promenade, this one that we're walking on now, this is going to be closed from the cafe, which is what we're just walking up to, right up to Kiddy's Corner, and then from Alconbury Crescent, which is where the pointy topped houses are, all the way up to the pumping station at Anchorsholme Park. So these are the letters that have been sent out to residents explaining what's to do. So they've had 2 different letters explaining the situation, and this is the plan of the road closures. The beach closure is from there all the way down to there. That's the promenade walkway closure. And then when they're filming, the beach closure is in this red highlighted area here. So that's where we are now. In fact, we are there. We're there, right there, on that spot. So this is the next. Oh, it's windier than I thought. Just a minute, bear with me. This is the next section. So that's sort of looking that way. So there's going to be a closure of all the top promenade, right up to Kiddie's Corner, and including the beach during the period of filming. The trucks are beginning to arrive, so the circus is rolling into town. There's some security people already on site, and obviously there to keep people like me away with cameras. They don't want nosy folk like me catching pictures that they shouldn't do. So somebody put on one of our Facebook pages that Mary's shell, which is the metal that you can see in the water at the minute, is going to be used as a portal. Now I would imagine that means a portal into another world, so that will be interesting. The trucks and the vans and everything are all starting to rock up and park on Jubilee Gardens, so obviously they're going to be ready to start doing their set dressing from the 30th of April. The full road closure, roads, promenades, everything, is from the 1st to the 8th of May. The venue, as far as I know, is still open. You can still eat and drink outside at the venue, and the trucks are starting to arrive. Well, there's little red signs going up all over. Loads of people already out and about looking and nosying. We all want to know. We all want to know what's happening. Movie makers. Team Buddha, does it say on that one? There's a generator here. So there's no other vehicles arrived today, so that's Monday the 26th. That's the show so far. If you've never been to Cleveleys, if you're watching this for the first time, it's just a few miles north of Blackpool. In fact, if I zoom in, I'll show you Blackpool Tower. Can you see it? Right in centre shot, right in front of us. This is a cafe, this building here. This is Event Village, if you like. Cafe Cove will be closed from Friday the 30th of April to Saturday the 8th of May. So there you go, because there's going to be quite a lot of road closures, promenade closures and beach closures in place as well. We've got a marquee now, look, at the back of the site. And they're already unloading. They're unloading something out of that blue truck at the right-hand side. Security have been in place since the fencing went up. The car park is closed from the 26th of April to the 11th of May. And then from the 30th of April to the 11th of May, there is a full closure of this creamy colour promenade here at the other side of the wall, from the cafe right down to Kiddie's Corner on the seafront, which is the little children's playground area at the end of Victoria Road West. And then from the 1st to the 8th of May, there's an additional 24-hour closure of the promenade, road and beach as needed for filming. I think it's fair to say that quite a lot of it is going to be closed. The promenade. What's that down there, I wonder? Shall we have a walk across Jubilee Gardens and have a look? I think we will, you know. Let's cross the road and go and see what this is. Something in that back corner there. Something sort of oval shaped. I wonder what they are. This is Jubilee Gardens, our seafront park. Oh, how odd. I wonder. Oh, I've no idea what they are. Does anybody know what these greeny bluey things might be? It's a guess. I'd say they're either something from an alien world or the little pods for the cameramen to sit in and shelter them from the weather. Well. Look at this beach as well. Look how much it's dropped. I'm standing on the little wall, which is about a foot or so off the floor. That must be easily, oh, I would say about a 6 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot drop. And it's not normally like that. I've got a great big lake here. So we're going to go and see if anything else has been delivered, because the prom closure, as in the footpath, is closed from the 30th of April. So this is where the road closure starts, where that yellow sign is at the left-hand side. And that's from the 1st to the 8th of May. So all Cleveleys Promenade is going to be closed. Oh, they look like they're taking notices down. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just curious. Taking some signs off. Now then, I wonder if that's because of the filming, or is it because the signs just needed changing? I would presume that there's going to be quite a lot of stuff being delivered in the next few days. That white van, that one, says movie makers on it, and we've started to put in black sheeting up on the terrace fencing. In that bottom corner down there, underneath that green canopy, there's something. They look like cabins off a big wheel. So I wonder what they're doing with the car park. See if there's anything else that's happening. That's Mary's shell. Somebody made me laugh the other day. They'd put a comment on a video that we'd done, and they'd put, if it's a prop, it's been delivered early so that it can settle into the sand. And it's not a prop. It's been there years. It's a piece of public art. These look like people that might be, oh they are, look, they're going into site there obviously to do with setup. Interesting. So it looks like we're doing something down there. I wonder what. The mystery thickens. Star Wars Village is just over there on Jubilee Gardens car park. But there's more activity today. There's barriers starting to go up around the edge of the promenade and the cafe, because all this, can you see the barriers? All this is going to be closed, all this promenade here, all the way down to Cleveleys. The thing that you can just see sticking up slightly out of the water there, that is the top of Mary's shell, and you know how big that is. They'd started putting the black screening up yesterday when we came to do our day 3 update, and now this side is screened as well. So it's my guess that when tomorrow comes, they'll park all the big vans on this side and block as much view as they can. So there's loads of terrace fencing here on this lorry being delivered. There's sheeting going down now, look, to cover the plants up. Interesting. Interesting. Security man. Oh, aye. This is to stop us all from coming on the promenade tomorrow. That's a sight that you never see, isn't it? Goodness. The barriers are going to be in place all the way up to Kiddy's Corner. From the 26th of April, you're not going to be able to come actually onto this top of this cream promenade. You'll be able to still go on the beach until they actually start filming, and into the week after, the 1st to the 8th of May. So all the pavement and all that side of the road is all closed off, so if you think you're going to go nose in on that side, you're not. Neither am I. There's another big van down there, look, I can see in the distance. I'm not going to walk all the way down there today. We might go and do that another day. There's a big red van on the right-hand side. Wonder what they're doing. Cafe Cove is undergoing a transformation this afternoon. It's been turned into a set, and there are workmen on the side of the toilets. We've got a nice little view of the work underway. This is the village. So we've got all kinds of cherry pickers turning up. Lots and lots of cherry pickers. Now in this corner here, we've got palm trees. Well, well, well. That paramedic's just ended up on YouTube and she doesn't know it, she just waved. So what are they doing at the cafe? Well, they're the pod things that we saw on the car park the other day. And they're putting transfers up and they painted all that face here, as I said earlier, a few weeks ago. So I'm not quite sure what they're doing with that. All this is all closed off, no access, and the screens are going up, so I think by tomorrow you're not going to see very much of anything at all. There's things happening on the other side of the cafe, and you can probably see from here as well that there are railings up and there are security guards as well. They're extending the barriers far enough down to stop you from being able to see what they're doing. Because the tide's going out. Not daft, are they? Now then, that's new. That curved thing on the wall of the cafe is different. Oh, now then, now you might remember that they'd painted all that fascia board some time ago around the top of the cafe, this one here. And they're putting stencils on it, so I wonder what they are. I wonder what they are. I wonder if he's gonna have a wobbly if I try and go up the steps. Let's have a try and see what happens. Might end up getting told off here, but we'll give it a whistle nonetheless. Can't actually see very much, so we were right about those pods because they've migrated across the road and they're now in Cafe Land, and they're putting things up all the way across. Oh, there's another one there, look. And they've put black screens up at the other side to stop you from being able to see very much at all. And these railings extend the full length of the promenade. So if you know Cleveleys, you'll recognise the Sea Swallow, and we're at the end of Victoria Road West, which is the shopping street that's just at the back of this bullnose on the sea wall. And we're going to walk back towards Cafe Cove, and we're going to go and see what it is that they're doing, because they're setting up to do some filming here as well. So these are some of the pod things that they've got up at Jubilee Gardens that they're setting up, and these appear to be some kind of, I don't know, they look like market stalls to me. Curiouser and curiouser. When I get a little bit nearer, you can see the pods covered up with some tarpaulins, but there's another guy underneath the shelter fitting something to the shelter. Looks like some kind of supernatural telephone. So I wonder what they are. I bet you Star Wars people know what they are. I'll just zoom in and we can take a closer look. So there's those pod things there at the side of the water area. There's a blue trim that's been put up across the top of the cafe. The cafe doors have been turned into sort of porthole affairs. This is Mary's Shell as you get near up to it. I'm about 5'6". So if I stand at the side of it, you can see how tall it is above my head, pretty much. It's a big one. And this has been in place for quite some time, as you can tell by all the wildlife that's growing on it. It's all starting to happen on Cleveleys Prom. We've got a promenade close sign on the footpaths, road closure in place. So let's see what today brings, shall we? I'm not sure that we'll get an update on Monday because the weather forecast is awful. I feel heartily sorry for them on Monday, because I think they're going to find the foot. In fact, I don't hold out much hope for the palm trees. I hope they're not putting them out before then. It's going to get blown away. I think any second now you're going to see the tarpaulin go up over that rope. Very interesting. So they've got the black screens up there and they've got the black stuff on the beds so that they can use that as a hard standing area. The cloth's going up any minute now. I realised yesterday I didn't give you a close-up shot of the cafe, so just before they put the screens up, I'll show you what is behind the tarpaulin that's just going up now. Here comes another pod. I wonder where they're taking that round. And they're just starting to put the tarpaulin up. Oh, they are. They're going round that way, look, onto the seafront. So that's another one of these little markety poddy things. That's that pod, look, going round the back. Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday the 2nd of May. Did you ever think that you'd ever live to see the day that you saw a sign like that in Cleveleys? Filming ahead, expect delays. So we're going to do our daily update today. Just a warning, I think it's likely that there won't be an update tomorrow because the weather forecast is appalling. Oh, now then, palm trees in Cleveleys. A few more vans, the palm trees are disappearing. Little marquee turned up. One of our new Star Wars fans asked me to do a slow 360 on the seafront so that they could see the lay of the land and work out kind of where things were. So this is the lay of the land. Oh, now then, maybe they're new aliens. Maybe they're new aliens that they've got on the site. While we're looking that way, and I'm telling you about Cleveleys because you've not found Cleveleys before, have you? Just look at that sea, it's beautiful. Can you see how clear it is and clean? It's lovely. Doesn't that look different? I sincerely hope they've still got leaves on them when Tuesday comes. Good morning everybody and welcome to Visit Fylde Coast. It's May Day Monday and I think that's the 3rd of May, isn't it? It's day 8 of the Star Wars filming in Cleveleys, and I know I said I wasn't coming out to do an update today, but frankly my curiosity was killing me, so I knew yours would be too. So I thought this morning we would have a little bit of a change of venue. We've come to the back of Jubilee Gardens car park, so we're going to walk up to the front because I can see a crane. This is the little works area where they've got all the kit and the gear and everything, and I'd had a tip off this morning that equipment was being put into place and a crane was being installed at Jubilee Gardens. So we're going to go and have a look. We're going to go and see what's to do, and I'm just looking at this fencing here. Oh, that's a big one. I didn't deliberately come this way for any other reason than to just make it look a bit different. Oh, big crane. That's a very big crane. Apparently they're setting up for a stunt. I'm still worrying about them trees. I'm still worrying about what state they're going to be in. Hopefully they'll leave them flat on the floor like that because the weather's going to be appalling this afternoon. 2 o'clock there's a weather warning for 46, 50 mile an hour winds. So that's not going to be amusing when they're trying to work in that. If you're familiar with this area, you'll know what a 50 mile an hour wind feels like when it's blowing straight off the Irish Sea. And there's absolutely nothing to stop it. I've just noticed them actually as I'm talking to you. At the back of the security guy, on the lamp posts, they fastened the trunks of trees to match that tree. The green screen's flopped. Oh dear, I think we're going to fall victim to the great seaside weather. It's just a nightmare, this weather. Somebody's going to do something that needs a crane. So the reason that we're on North Promenade at Blackpool is because we've had a tip-off that there is some ancillary filming going off and some activity at the Grand Hotel. The story goes that there is quite a lot of activity at the Grand Hotel, so I thought we'd come and have a look. I think that's one of their vans. There's quite a lot of transit vans and things parked up here, and there is the frame there of a marquee at the side of that van, and that's one of their vans, and that looks like one of those sort of production vans that they have their computer gear and stuff in, that they make films and whatnot, and these are obviously something to do with them as well, I would have thought. This is Beach Road for obvious reasons, because the beach is straight in front of us. So this is another one of the road closures, and look at this stuff flapping about. Oh goodness me. I'm just glad I stressed as much as I possibly could do that they needed to get those trees under control. You can see here, look, they've put them flat on the floor at the side of the road while the wind passes, because otherwise they'd have had no trees left. It would have been a nightmare. So another windy day in Cleveleys. I said it'd be awful, and believe me, it's awful. The crane's up down there. I've been on I've been on a circular tour. So I think I might cut this one short and rejoin you back up there at the other side of the site rather than walking all the way along the seafront. But it's certainly cold and miserable. I just feel for the poor things that are working on site. It's going to be nice tomorrow though, so hopefully they'll be able to crack on then. Right, we're back on Windy Car Gate. And I've just noticed these. I think these are some kind of screen background, not quite sure exactly what, because I ain't a film producer, but interesting nonetheless. I bet they're absolutely fed up, these security people that are stood outside in this weather. I'm having to hold on to the camera with both hands. So let's go and have a look and see what's happening around here, because now we can actually see the crane. Oh, now then, I wonder what they're doing. I wonder what that is. Very bizarre. Oh goodness, look at the tarpaulin blowing about. Oh, but look, that's a little bit of sunshine up there somewhere. It's been windy. I'm just so glad that they laid them trees flat. Oh, and the tree trunks that are fastened to the lamp posts, they were topless, as you might say. They didn't have leaves on the top. God, it's enough to blow you off your feet. Oh, I think I deserve 10 out of 10 for perseverance coming out in this weather to show you what they're doing. I think I deserve as many subscribers as I can get for this. Oh look, the tarpaulin sheets come down as well that they put up. So I wonder what they're doing. Somebody said that they were setting up for a stunt. I mean, obviously they're not going to be filming anything in this weather. It's just too... it's not safe for a kick-off. Like all the snazzy, practically brand new lifting equipment. I can say I told you so to the security guard now because he didn't believe me when I said it was going to be stormy. There's something over there as well, look. I don't know what that is. Can't quite see properly from here. But there's something over there against the shelter. Oh dear me. So anyway, we'll be out and about early tomorrow to see what's happening. We've got a little 8 o'clock stop tomorrow morning, and then we'll come and take a look while we're out and see what's happening on site. An alien has landed at Cleveleys. There's a big crane up in the air, and it's 6 o'clock on Wednesday the 5th of May. So this is an extremely early start for me today. I could see the crane, so I thought, right, there's going to be things happening today, so we'll go and have a look. So there's some Harris fencing appeared around the car park at the venue, and the screens are still there, ready and waiting for whatever it is that they're going to be doing today. We'll see what today brings, shall we? This road is closed. I don't think that they're letting us on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see whether we can go any further. Let's see. It's not a ban on pedestrians. It's all very, very quiet. I'm going to see what's going off and see if we can find something out. Experience tells me that filming on site is usually quite a slow job. On the set today, we've got loads of trailers and trucks and things all arrived. So now you know why they needed such a big car park. A convoy of trucks turning up, and there's a young man here in some quite unusual hosiery, which I presume to be some kind of harness that is going to be dangled off a gadget. There's loads of people turning up. There's all kinds of things starting to happen. The crane is kind of twitching and moving about. I think it's about 6:30 now and the sky's clearing. So it's going to be a lovely day for whatever it is that they're doing. They started moving the covers off the little poddy markety things. I'll wait until something actually happens with this stunt stuff and then we'll come back again. It's 7:20 now and this guy is just been doctoring the frieze around the edge of the cafe. You can see this end here. He's put some sort of distressing effect over the top of the frieze, and it's all happening. It's all starting to rev up. There's yellow jackets everywhere you look. Oh, here comes stunt guy with the black hat on in the middle of all this lot. There's loads of people just gone round the back of the cafe, and look, a beautiful view of the lakes to boot. It's not a bad location, is it? And they've uncovered all the set. It's all kicking off. I am just so pleased it's nice weather. Just imagine trying to do this in yesterday's hurricane. That would have been horrendous. I've Just heard 3, 2, 1 action from the guy over there with the walkie-talkie, so we might be going to be seeing something any minute now. When they called action, that must have been it, because that's the stunt guy over there that's just taking his stunt gear off at the side of that van. So I don't know what they were doing, but that one must have been a relatively small piece of action on the beach. Somewhere down there, out of view of where we can see, and this guy's still doctoring his stencil at the side of the cafe. They're tightening the palm trees up after the gales of the other day and standing them up and putting them in position. There's something else going off as well down at the other end of the prom. There is a letter being distributed to tell local residents that there's some low-flying helicopter work going on at early doors this morning. You can just see that there are some more people working down there. Kind of centre shot near the Belisha Beacon. And you can also, as well, just see Blackpool Tower. So there you go, that's your bonus shot for this morning. Aye, here we go again. We've got another stuntman here. Dangling on a rope. Let's see what he's doing. Can't quite see from that angle. It's not a bad place to be doing stunts, is it? So there's obviously more than one stuntman. Right, and take 3 is just about on the way now. Oh, no, just a little bit more adjustment needed. They've just been working out which bit of him they want to hit into the wall. I see the wire going a little bit further back. I think it might be just about ready for the call. I think there might be something more interesting just about to happen just down here. According to my sources, as the Weather Girls famously sang, there is something exciting happening just down here, and I've just heard them mentioning helicopters on the talkie-walkies. I've just noticed that there's a stack of kit in the back of the Harvester car park as well. Well, you can usually hear them before you can see them, and I can see a helicopter. It's just a little speck at the minute. Apparently, it's supposed to be flying in low and flying over the edge of the seafront, and it's got Civil Aviation Authority clearance to come low down. It's got a camera rig on the front. Now then. Very interesting. According to my sources, he's supposed to be filming at the end of Beach Road. Let's see if he's going to turn around and come this way, shall we? Here he comes. Be quite entertaining if they got us on the video. I think he's going to do a bit of circling and come back. Oh, I see. So very interesting, isn't it? You don't get this kind of entertainment normally on a Wednesday morning in Cleveleys, do you? Here he comes. It's quite low. I think they could have gone a bit lower than that. Come on, let's have another lap. Now we're right over the top of the prom. Wow. I bet that's a view. I'd love his footage. I wonder how much that camera cost on the front of the helicopter. I bet that's some money's worth of kit. And here he comes again. And I think we're going to go and start to take a steady walk back to the other end of the prom now, and we're going to go and see what's happening down here, because while we've been standing there waiting for helicopters, there's been quite a lot of vans passing us as well. So we need to go and have a look and see what they're up to. I dread to think how much they're paying for this helicopter. It's doing pass after pass after pass, backwards and forwards. There's lots of activity going off, and there's lots of people appearing as well, and there's some more trees appeared as well. Huge gang of extras. There's quite a big crowd watching, as you can imagine. Afternoon entertainment. We've got a big green screen, and we've got loads of equipment and all kinds of stuff turned up. So we're going to go and take a walk down here onto the beach, and obviously the marshals are stopping people from going too near. So they've got the rope down to keep you at the back of it, which is fair enough. Don't have a problem with that. Oh, now then. Lots of things happening up here. Not quite sure what. I've not seen any stormtroopers yet. Palm trees are still stood up.
There are a lot of explosions for two people blending in.
Freeze! Right there!
You're right. I should just wait on the ship.
Just found the props rail. That looks like it's the costumes and gear that they're wearing being replaced by their own coats and things. Goodness me. You wouldn't want to be getting changed out here, would you? Big green screen. Big gang of spectators, big crane. It's all very interesting. Looks like we've got some more vehicles since this morning. Now then, you can see things in that gap until that lady stood in front of me. This is obviously the market stall getting into full swing. I don't know whether they're cooking real food or whether that's artificial smoke. I don't think that's real food. I think that's an effect. Well, the big green screen from the back. It's very bright green. Oh, just noticed these dangling above us. Wonder what they're doing with the crane today, this afternoon. It's a fair village of what looks like technical people, just at the side of those palm trees there. Look like they're all doing technical things. It looks very Hollywood. Very interesting. I think she's giving the signal for filming. Oh, it's all very glamorous, isn't it? They've been telling everybody that was making a racket down here to be quiet. Everybody's got the cameras out, they're all looking. You can just see through that gap there between the green screen and the orange digger thing. They're actually filming at the minute, so I can't shout up. Even I can recognise that that guy there with the cream helmet thing on looks like he's out of Star Wars. Looks like we're doing a bit of dancing to the futuristic music. Not quite sure where the Star Wars guy's gone. Oh, he's here. He's here, look. Oh, there's three of them. Now then. What a shame we can't see properly. Well. Well, did you ever think you'd ever live to see something like this in Cleveleys? It's very surreal. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Now we caught a gang of extras coming off the seafront in the 90s. It's not a good day, is it, to be wandering around on Cleveleys seafront half undressed. It's a shame it's so windy. Crossing the road and coming back this way after their coffee break. Here we go, in they come. Just seen the hair and makeup person with a bag full of hairbrushes. Shortroopers have wandered back across to the seafront and all the extras and everybody, and I am just so glad that I'm not on that seafront in the same attire that they're in, because I tell you, I'm absolutely frozen. And just look through that gap, just look at that beautiful sea. Is that not just gorgeous? That's a proper Cleveleys afternoon, that. Does look quite futuristic, you know, doesn't it, when you look at it? There's all the kit look at the side of the shelter. So I've just been having a word with the location guy, the location manager. Really nice bloke, they're all really friendly, and asking why they came to Cleveleys, because I mean, you can look at it and see why, but how did they know it existed? And apparently he's local-ish, and he worked on Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children in Blackpool. So when the location scout was looking for somewhere for this, he said, go and have a look at Cleveleys. And the rest, as they say, is history. And they were saying how well received they've been as well, and how friendly everybody's been and accommodating. Because we're like that, aren't we? We're like that as people in this neck of the woods. So I reckon there might be something else happening in Star Wars land. home, everybody. It's Thursday the 6th of May, she says. And I think actually it looks like we might have got to the party a little bit late this morning. It's about 10:30 and I believe that we've had the main star of the show on site this morning and yesterday. I've had other jobs that I've needed to do first thing, so I've not been able to get out and about at the crack of dawn like I did yesterday. And I could be wrong, but it looks like they're backing up. Yeah, they are. They're moving everything. I believe that they're still filming down at Anchorsholme. We might go and see if we can manage a little walk down to Anchorsholme. Well, a little drive. But let's put it this way, I bet they take it to bits a lot faster than they built it all. So that's the last of the screens. They're taking the stuff down at the cafe. It's been awful overnight. There's been a couple of hailstorms. At 3 o'clock it just sounded like somebody dropping bricks on the roof. I bet they're glad they managed to get everything done. So the palm trees are off back to palm tree land. It's all being packed up. Their circus will move on to somewhere else now and disappear for the next bit. So we thought we'd pop down to Anchorsholme and see what's happening down here. As you can see, this is where the road's been closed so that they've not got traffic noise and disruption while they're trying to film, and they've got all their big trailer things down here as well. Yeah, there we go, I can see a palm tree. So I thought we would come and have a look this morning, given the fact that the activity seems to be going off down here. And there you go, look, there's the spectators. This looks like the bus that was bringing the extras yesterday. Oh, we need to be on that wall, don't we? See the green screens and the sets all in place and ready. I managed to get up onto the wall, so these are all the extras that are obviously lining up, getting the supplies for the scene that they're going to be filming this morning. They're giving them all little bags that have got food in and shopping and stuff and whatnot, so they're obviously supposed to be shopping in the market, and they're all getting into place for their next scene. It's all very interesting. So which one is the Shoretrooper? Let's see if we can find him. I think it's there, look. It's that one with the black cape on. In the centre of the shot, there's a little group of 3 people, and I'm fairly sure he's got the Shoretrooper outfit underneath his dressing gown. So they're all trooping up onto set. I mean, I've got my thick winter coat on, 2 cardigans, a t-shirt, my jeans, and I'm all right. So you really wouldn't want to be stood there like that, would you? You've got bare feet and everything. Goodness, there's a lot of extras today. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. The vehicles stretch right back to Anchorsholme Park. Still collecting the shopping bags, but we've got a better view up here. We can see more. We can see more of the set. So it's all happening at Anchorsholme today. Last time I was down here, it was just a normal day in North Blackpool and a normal day at the workhouse, where we've got people just doing normal things on a normal beach. And then it all turns into something quite incredible. Here's, look, he's a Shoretrooper. You can just see his nightie flapping. It's just lifted up as I turned round. There you go, look, he's just taken his cape off. Mr. Shoretrooper. Straight in front of us now. He's just adjusting his helmet. There's a lot of shouting, so I think they're going to do something. I'm not quite sure what or which direction they're going to come from, but I have a feeling they're coming this way, so we'll go that way, shall we? I think there's some rain coming in as well. Oh, these are all, stormtroopers running over the edge. And they've all gone that way as well. Oh, goodness, blink and you miss it. Right, they're going to do another take, so I'm going to film this and then I'm off, because that black cloud is coming this way and they're going to get wet. I think this is going to be the last of the live action films for this week. Action! Oh, here we go. It's jumping off and there's some Shortroopers coming to catch him. So there you go. That's today's action shot, and I reckon all these poor people up here are going to get very wet.
So we've just been told by someone who was here half an hour before us that Diego Luna got driven from that house somewhere down there, and we just missed it by half an hour, but oh well, hopefully maybe we'll see him again. everyone's just left because of the weather.
It's a wrap, people. It's over. The only exciting thing to ever happen in Cleveleys is finished. It's done. They're all packing up. So this is what we're looking like now while everything's come off. I love the fact that you can still see like an outline of those graphics that you put there. I hope that they are there for a long time. And that pipe there, if that pipe didn't exist already and they're keeping it there, that's cool. This hopefully will be a shrine to many a Star Wars fan in the future.
Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. May the Force be with you.